What is going on, you guys? We're back again with another video. This time we're going to be talking about how to pre-treat your shirts, or at least the way I was taught. So the method I used, I just use a Wagner spray. I mean, I still haven't been able to get a chance to buy a pre-treat machine. So the way I'm going to show you guys, it might be similar to in a pre-treatment machine, but my method is using a Wagner spray and using paintbrush roller. It's a little simple paintbrush roller. The pre-treatment I'm using at the moment is this Firebird Universal. It's both for white and dark colored t-shirts. White and black t-shirts. So yeah, those are, well, these three are the main items I use. And of course, you need a heat press for obvious reasons. There is another method I'll probably show you guys. It'll probably help you speed up things, and that's if you have a conveyor belt dryer. I think that's the name. I'm not too sure on the name, but yeah, I'll show you guys how to use that to kind of help you speed up the process doing multiple pre-treated t-shirts. First things first, you gotta make sure it's set at 300, at least 330. No, you know what? Yeah, and between 335 to 340. So not too hot and not too cold, obviously. So you put your shirt in, you press it down. Not too much pressure, but just enough pressure, like medium pressure. Press it down for a good 10-15 seconds just to let out that moisture and to smooth out the t-shirt. Once you get the t-shirt, you set it somewhere where you're gonna where you have your Wagner spray, or obviously just pass it through your pre-treat machine. But for now, we're just gonna use our Wagner spray. So what you're gonna do is just like, if you don't have a pre-treat machine and you use a Wagner spray, just put enough to where it's not super soaked in, but it's not a little bit of it either. The way you gotta set up your Wagner spray, if you look at it like this gray thing matches up with the yellow. Like it's not all the way screwed outside and it's not all the way screwed in. It just lines up correctly, like on it. That's the way I have it set up, and it's been working good because it kind of gives you like a good mist of the pre-treatment. Also, make sure you shake it up a bit. If you haven't used it in a while, just make sure you shake it up so that the chemicals mix well. All right, so as you can tell, I went one, two, three, and then I went back again. One, two, three, and then I did up and down. One, two, three. If you do four, it's fine. Sometimes you might mess up, but and then to go back again. One, two, three, four. I don't know if you could tell in the video or not, but it's whenever I did the Wagner spray, like it's just like a mist. It's not too strong or anything, but it's just like a mist, and it applies on it evenly. So that way, as you can see, you can tell the difference. The paint roller, try to do it in one direction. I always like to do it up and down, up and down. Try to get smooth surface, and so the fibers could go down in one direction. and when you use the roller, like it kind of evens out everything. And then you can see, like, let's say you missed a spot over here or over here, you could kind of tell when you use the roller. You could tell when you missed a spot, and then just add a little bit of more in case you did. Okay, so now that you got your pre-treat on the shirt, you roll it and everything, it's good. Now what you're gonna do is grab your sheets and you're gonna put them of the on top of here, and you're gonna heat press it. You're gonna heat press it for a good 10 seconds. 9, 10. That's it. 10 seconds. You take these off, and then you see all that steam coming out. So you just kind of wave it away. Wave the steam out. Just air it out. Once you see the steam airs out, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go ahead, grab your sheets, and then heat press it for a good another 40 seconds. I use these sheets. I bought them from Amazon. I'll leave the link down below, but I'll also link you some other sheets that you could probably use. That would be better. I just grabbed these because I was using in practice, but I've been testing out more sheets. So yeah, I'll just link it down below. And yep, we'll just wait for the 40 seconds. There. And you take these out. And there, your shirt is pre-treated. As you can see, you can kind of tell the line right there where it was heat pressed. And right here, I mean, it just doesn't really matter. It's just whenever you put it in the heat press, it kind of rolled off over here to the shirt. So that's why. I mean, you could just leave it like that and it'll dry on its own. Now you could put this on your direct to garment machine and then bam, print it. So remember, when you pre-treat a shirt, this is how it's supposed to come out. You can't even tell it's pre-treated until you feel it. If you could see the square, that's because the t-shirt's still hot. So I mean, that fades off whenever it cools down. So that doesn't really matter. As long as you see it like a consistent blue, right here is because it's still a little bit of wet. But that's pretty much it. If you see a consistent color of your shirt, that's when you know it's good pre-treated. But whenever you see these stains, see those brown stains? When you see those stains, that's because either it was too hot, too much pressure, or too much pre-treatment. So just try to rule out one one by one until you figure out what works best for you. Just first try to get the mist, get the correct temperature, get the correct pressure, and you should be good to go. So remember, if you see those stains on your T-shirt, that's not a good sign. That means you're doing one of the three things wrong. Just try to rule out one by one until you figure it out. Another thing you want to keep in mind, always use two different sheets. One for pre-treatment and one to dry the image. Once it's printed on the shirt, don't use the same sheet. Don't use the same sheet you use for the pre-treatment. Use a different one so it comes out good. Because if you use if you use the same sheet you use for the pre-treatment, it might mess up your image. So if your image is coming out messed up, that could be another thing that you keep using the same sheet you're using for to pre-treat the shirt. Okay, the other way you could do it faster is after you pre-treat it, the wagner spray. After you spray the pre-treat on it, you could set it to a side, grab another shirt, do the pre-treat, roll it, set it aside, do another spray on another shirt, and then roll it again, and then take it to the conveyor belt dryer, and then just pass it on there. When it If you set it at the right temperature, to where you guys think the shirt will come out dry, once it comes out, just grab it, and you're gonna see that it's not smooth. So I mean, you could keep those shirts, fold them up and everything. So whenever you need them, they're there. But make sure that before you print on them, make sure you pass it like for a good 10 seconds on the heat press, way before you print. Because if you pass it through a conveyor belt, let it dry like that, when you try to print the image on it, it's not going to come out good because the shirt's not going to be flat. You're going to feel like little fuzz balls. And that's because you got to flatten out the shirt, make sure it's all smooth. So that's the only thing. I mean, but you could really have a lot of t-shirts pre-treated with the conveyor belt dryer, and it'll be way easier. That's how I do my shirts sometimes when I know I have multiple orders. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna keep uploading more and more videos. This is just a little short video. And yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.